Woo! What's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by. Just hanging out here, writing some country music lyrics. I figure, hey, one thing I haven't done with my life is write an award-winning country music song. So I figured, hey, why the hell not give it a try? Now, I will say, full disclaimer, I'm not a country music artist currently, so I don't want to mislead anyone and make them think that I am a country music artist. Um, but what I am is a truck driver, and a lot of people don't know it, but I am. I am a truck driver. I'm an aspiring country music artist. I'm writing about real things that have happened in my life here. You know, uh, the first song I'm writing is called "Prom Date." Prom date. You know, I figure that's very relatable. Most people have a prom date story. You know what I mean? We'll work on that a little bit here in a minute. Oh, you can only imagine where we're going with that one. Yeah, Stepdaddy Cash is in the house. Hey, one thing about Stepdaddy Cash, I will say this. I want to put this out there for people. Uh, the internet is real to me. I'm not Mark Zuckerberg. I don't live in the metaverse. I'm real. And if you talk shit about me on the internet, I might punch you in the face in real life. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, be careful what you say on the internet, because that stuff gets back around to me, and I take it very personal. You know, uh, a lot of these kids these days, these 22-year-old failures, they like to talk smack about me on the internet, and I'm just saying, be careful, because I have been known to hit people in real life, um, especially when you talk smack about me on the internet. Oh, that really gets me going. That really gets me going. Yes, we're live. Adam Bennett in the house. $100 bill. What's up, Cash? Not much. I got a lot to tell you. I've been off all week, tripping balls. Man, did I trip balls this week. We'll get into that in a minute. Legit tripped balls. Like, I went on a vision quest. Reaffirm my life. I'm now dedicating my life to punching punk bitches from the internet. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm much more enlightened. Oh yeah, I'm more enlightened. Great story. Great story. If you've never been food poisoned to the point that you hallucinated for a whole day, I gotta say that's worth a try on your day off. Probably maybe not on a day when you're working, but on a day off, give it a try. Um, Thank you, Adam Bennett, for the $100. I appreciate everybody coming in. Be sure to smash that like button when you come in. If you guys just coming in, 29 in the house. Um, I'm working on a new country music song called "My Prom Date." I'm trying to write a hit country western song here. Um, I think my I think my uh, Merle Cash. That's gonna be my Merle Cash. Oh man, Merle Cash. Um, that's my country western name. Um, yeah, yeah. Working on some lyrics here. Working on some lyrics. Let's get into it, everybody. Here we are. Hit that like button. That's right. Valox in the house. Number one in the house. Valox coming in. Got them notifications worked up. CJ Hudson's in the house. Howdy, howdy. Hey, hey. Sounds like a song. That's a Neil Young song, right? Howdy, howdy, hey, hey. Yeah, come on. Ronald Morrison in the house. What up with it? John's in the house. I'm in. Thank you very much. Killian's, of course, 43 miles from the house. Uh, Killian's country music song. I gotta write a song about Killian's here. Hang on, let me make a note. Mackinac, Mackinac, Kid, Diddy. Did he? There we go. Mackinac Kid, did he? Um, of course, he's 43 miles from the house. He's always 43 miles from the house. Uncle Stepdaddy Cash, what's up with it? What's up with you? Trucking with him, C's in the house, Uncle Stepdaddy Cash. Thank you so much for dropping by. I do much appreciate everybody coming in. I was actually doing something real quick. I was going to see if that is not what I was trying to do. That's a total failure. That's a total failure. That's a miscommunication here. Let's see here. Sorry, technical difficulties. I'm horrible with the internet. I think that's what I want to do, but I ain't 100%. So let me double check some things. Nope, can't do that. Can't do that either. I'm all messed up here. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to invite guests. It's not working. It's not working. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, first of all, I gotta ask Fate Trucking what he's doing, because he's I gotta figure out how this guy can take so many vacations. I feel like he's not being truthful with me. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just raising a little hell here. Sorry guys, I just had some Hardee's. It was horrible. Let's see here. I don't know. I don't know what DIY is doing today. I wonder what DIY is doing today. Hang on with me 1 second, kids. I promise. I promise we're going to the park. I promise. All right, there we go. There we go. Send some links. We'll see what happens. Am I tripping, or are you on a live? No, I was the one tripping this week. Whoo, man, I got some food poisoning that like literally had me tripping balls. Like, I mean, it was like doing high, like, LSD and acid. Like, not that I know like what that's about. I'm just saying, like, if it, what are we doing? What the hell? Hang on. All of a sudden, that decides to start playing. But yeah, weird setup. Thank you again, Adam Bennett, for the $100 bill. I much appreciate that. The Grumpy Trucker says, wrong channel. I'm looking for the BET Awards. Is that why nobody's watching me? Damn BET Awards are on probably. Everybody's probably watching Nicki Minaj, sell the cake. Oh, all the cake. All the cake over there, I bet. Got no cake over here. Struggle MC says, "What? You say that right after I say hello? I never said a bad word about you. No, no, no. Um, honestly, I don't even know the guy's name that said it. Someone called me today. Actually, I know his name. I know the guy's name because I got it wrote down. I got it wrote down. But somebody told me about it. I'm not gonna go watch it. I don't give people like that, because what it is, it's an unsuccessful person that's jealous. That's what it is. They cannot. Life is kicking their ass right now, and they're trying to grow their YouTube channel with everything they got. They're dragging everyone's name through the mud, trying to grow their channel. And here's my thing. Number one, a very, very wise person told me this one time, and this guy knew some stuff. And he said, "You will never be as good as your hero if you're trying to be your hero." So the guy needs to stop trying to be me and just go do his own thing. And the guy also said, he told me, he said, keep my name out of your mouth or I'll smack you like Will Smith did, Chris Rock. So I said, hey, I got to believe that. So, right, right. No, I mean, it's pitiful. It's pitiful. People go on YouTube and they just try to tear each other down. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Um, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't no need for that. Just because you didn't succeed doesn't mean, you know what I mean? It's like, here's the thing. The guy's a younger guy, he's young and dumb. And, you know, here's something you learn. Here's something you learn, okay? In life, as an adult, you learn that you are not good at everything. It's just facts. Hashtag facts. You got to learn it. And he's got to learn it. He's not as good at business as I am. He might be better at, throwing horseshoes. He might be better at, you know, picking boogers out of his nose. I don't know what he's good at, but he ain't good at talking smack about me on the internet, and he ain't as good at running a trucking business. And that's all I can say about him. I literally watched about 5 seconds of a video he put out about a month ago, and I was like, the guy's a shithead. He's a shithead. That's what shitheads do. Shitheads throw shit. Hang on a second here. The Mackinac kid is all tore up. He's all tore up. The Mackinac kid. Where's my link? Oh, well, damn it, boy. Here you go. I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link. But yeah, them boys. I don't even watch them. You got to let them go because there'll always be haters and imitators out there. But yeah, grade 8 transportation's in the house. That's more about it. I'm more about that. Truck1 MC says, I've been food poisoned and it's not fun. Get this. Y'all gonna love this story. Y'all gonna love this story. So I went out to eat Monday afternoon. Okay. I delivered a load Monday morning. I rolled into the house. I went out to dinner, like an early dinner. And, I went to the ice machine. I got some ice. And I noticed, and I had got a Diet Mountain Dew. And see here, you get this. I don't like when I'm at a restaurant, even if it's like a fast food restaurant. I don't like to put a lid in a straw. I don't like to drink through a straw. I like to drink, through a cup. You know, uh, so I noticed when I was drinking my Diet Mountain Dew, there were some floaty things in the water. And I said, well, that don't look good. So I picked it out, and it was kind of slimy. So I dumped it out, and I went and got some more. And I noticed that ice had some chunks of things in it as well. So I checked the kids' cup. Kids' cup didn't have nothing in it. I got it from a separate ice machine. This place had two soda machines. I got Diet Mountain Dew. The kid had got Sprite. One's a Coke machine. One's a Pepsi machine. So anyway, come to find out, I guess I had drank some of that bacteria or whatever that was growing in that ice machine. To the moon, dog. To the moon. I never been so high in my life. Well, maybe, but not by much. Not by much. Like I was on one, dog. I was on one. I swear to God. I woke up Tuesday morning. Like I went home and went to bed. Immediately went home, went to bed, passed the F out. I was out. I woke up at like 3 o'clock Tuesday morning. I threw up like nonstop, went back to bed Tuesday morning, like 8 o'clock. I slept all day Tuesday. And in my mind, I relived an entire day of the 5th grade. Like I woke up, I got dressed, I went to school. Okay. Full day of school. I'm talking, we went through the classes. I wrote out the work. Like I took a math test. You know what I mean? I don't know what I got. I didn't get the grade on it, but I thought I did pretty good. I felt confident. But anyway, um, yeah, yeah. Damn, had an entire day of the 5th grade going. Could not believe it. Woke up Tuesday afternoon. Thought it was Monday afternoon again. Lost Tuesday. Tuesday's gone. Like Leonard Skinner said, Tuesday was gone. Didn't feel so good. Went back to bed. Ate about 3 saltine crackers and then threw that up and then went back to bed. Worst headache of my life. I took like 3 Tylenol. Went back to bed. Woke up Wednesday morning. I said, "Hey, I feel pretty good Wednesday morning. I'm starting to feel good." And then I ate 2 bites of a banana. Made me sick as a dog. Threw that up. Went back. Passed out again for the whole day Wednesday. I literally lost Tuesday and Wednesday of my life this week. I don't know where they went. Don't know where they went. I read a. Let me tell you all the things I did in my dreams, my hallucinating dreams. Okay, I went back to 5th grade. I ran a popcorn stand at a carnival for a few hours. I mean, it was a madhouse, dude. The things I thought I had accomplished. Come to find out, been laying there sweating all day. That's all I did. But yeah. Uh and a minute says, sing about blocking fuel islands and waffle stomping. Ooh wee. Blocking fuel islands. Like islands. I'm gonna take islands in the sands. You know the Kenny Rogers song, "Islands in the Stream." Ain't that what it is? Islands in the stream. I'm gonna call it fuel islands in the stream. Come on. Oh, that's gonna be $100 idea right there. $100 bill. Um, Kelly Patterson says, I have a title for you. My prom date was my right hand. Damn it, Kelly, you gave away the plot twist. See, at the end of my prom date song, come to find out it was a mattress all along. Damn it, Kelly. Oh man. I hope you're doing well, Kelly. Good to see you back in here participating. Trucking MC says, good evening, Fate Trucking. Yeah, I talked to Fate Trucking today. Next week is the big vacation, I think. Yo, Cash, hi all from Phoenix. Orientation Monday. Ooh, what company? What company is that orientation with, Haboonster? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Fake Trucking, I sent you a link, dog. I don't know where you at. Stavros is in the house. Stavros, sorry. We got a new dog. We got a new dog. His name is Stavo. Stavo. So it's messing up my Stavros in here. It's making, I don't know why I can't. I'm gonna have to work on separating those two names. Yeah. Yeah, new chocolate lab at the house. Whew, boy, he got energy. He pairs up nice with a 4-year-old though. A 4-year-old and a 10-month-old chocolate lab, dialed in. They're already best bros ever. They do everything together. Trucking with MC says, I always try to be here when I'm not stuck driving the night shift. Ooh, that night shift is rough. I finally got off of the night shift, dog. I feel for you. Man, I was running that Texas like 2 weeks ago, night shift every night down them damn little 2-lane roads in Texas. I mean, you can go 70 miles an hour, but it's like you just never know when one of them when a pack of deer is gonna jump out in front of you down there doing 70. Valoc says, this is my prom date. My mom thinks she's great. Oh man. I've known her my whole life, but the law won't let her be my wife. There's no laws against taking her to prom because she's only my sister and not my mom. Damn it. Can I get you can we get in some sort of duo? Um yeah. I'd like to sign you to a country music contract, Valox. I mean, I'll just be honest with you right now. I would love to partner up on like a Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson, what's some other boys? Chris Christopherson. Um, we could be on something there. Gabriel says, team driving with the wife right now. Oh, there you go. She's driving me crazy. What do I do? Hey, don't say that. X-nay on the driving crazy, eh? Yeah, I would start by not saying that. I don't know. Buy her a nice dinner and see if you guys can make it through the day. That teaming with your partner's got to be rough though. Like I mean, it's great, but it's rough. Like a lot of those guys that do that, like Gabriel, man, I feel for you. Nevada, teaming with his wife, man, because it's like when things are good, I bet. But man, when things are bad, it's like, whew, where do you go? Where do you get away? Like damn near just step out the door going down the road, be like, I catch me on the flip side. you know, what do you do? What do you do? Are we there yet? Yeah. Hey, we're working on it. Adam Bennett says Velox is sexy. Hey, I'm trying to sign him to a multi-year lucrative country music contract right now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Adam Bennett, $100 bills are sexy. Yes, that's exactly right. Reefer 77 in the house. Can't we all just get along? I wish we could. I don't feel any need to tear anybody down. I really don't. Um, I don't like being like that. It's like that's why I don't give them no attention. That's why I don't talk about it. That's why I don't say their name. That's why I don't watch their videos. It's like I don't like being triggered. I don't want someone to talk smack about me. I'm not gonna go watch you talk smack about me. What I mean? It ain't happening, bro. It ain't happening. Yeah, I wish we could all get along. Kelly Patterson says, Gabriel, you're supposed to be driving her. Yeah. Just try to get through the day, Gabriel. That's the thing. That's the thing with long-term relationships I've learned. Sometimes it's about just getting through the day. Just get through the day, and then maybe it'll be better tomorrow. Trigger MC says, "Well, honestly, I owe you nothing but a huge thank you and respect. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that." Griff's in the house. What's up, Griff? Uh, Chance did it first. Did it? Oh, okay. Cash did it. Cash did it first. I did it second. Okay, I got you. I got you. Sometimes them hashtags are tough because I'm not good at spelling anyway. Adam Bennett, thank you very much. Channel member, by the way, too. Thanks to all my channel members. I'd like to give all you guys a shout out. I don't always acknowledge that. Trying with MC channel member, thank you very much. Ryan Peterson in the house. What's up, Ryan? Ain't seen you in a minute. Thanks for stopping by. Who's the hater you may be talking about, Cash? Through the beans. What's the name? I wouldn't dare give out their YouTube channel. I wouldn't dare give them any kind of hope that that I talked about them, because that's what they do. See, I've noticed this guy because he talked smack about somebody else, and I went and watched it, and then somebody sent me the link to it. By the way, you ain't got to send me links to stuff like that. Send me links to funny animal videos all day. Love me a funny animal video. Uh, a hilarious country music song, all about it. Send it on over. I'll listen to it. People hating on me, I don't need to hear it. It just ain't my thing. Adam Bennett says, I'll catch the replay in Paris, California at the yard. There you go. Gonna go grab some Chinese food. Oh, man. Oh, Adam Bennett, don't talk about Chinese food. I passed up the Chinese joint today, and I thought about it after I went by. I was like, you know what? I really wanted Chinese food today. I did. And I stopped at a place to get a cheeseburger today. Get this. I went into a restaurant today and I said, can I get a cheeseburger and fries? And the lady looks at me and says, no, I'm too busy. I literally chuckled. I thought she was joking with me. And then she proceeded to walk off and not come back. And I was like, no shit, you're really too busy. I was like, it must be a good business to have when your restaurant don't even need to cook food for people. And then I said, well, screw that. I'll go get Chinese food. And I drove by the Chinese restaurant not paying attention. I was going to stop at the Chinese restaurant in Boston. Anybody know the Chinese restaurant in Boston? Boston, not Boston. Boston, Wisconsin. Exit 69, right by the Pilot. There's a Chinese restaurant with truck parking there. I was going to go in there. Kelly says, food poisoning. Oh, come on. Who does not love explosive liquid farts? See, that's it. That's just it, Kelly. I didn't have diarrhea. I had no diarrhea. It all came up. I vomited it. Like it was crazy. It was crazy the amount of, yeah, craziness. Chicken Hawks in the house. Drug MC says, "Oh no, floaty things in the drink is never good." Yeah, let me tell you, if you go to get you some ice out of the ice machine and you put some Mountain Dew in it and black chunk of floaty slime starts floating, don't do it. Don't do it. Pour it out and get some fresh. Unless you want to go on like a vision quest, because I swear to God, I went on a vision quest. I'm a totally different person, 100% changed, for sure. Come on with it's in the house. The first time I found out there was an unlimited soda refills, I sloshed out of there like Jabba. Let me tell you. Yeah. I wasn't gonna. I mean, I went in there with full intentions of being a reasonable human being. Um, you know what I mean? Like, uh, I have really. This year is the year of taking the diabetes serious. Like, I kind of had took it serious the last year or two, and I've been getting no results. I haven't lost any weight really, and the blood sugar's just been like not like alarmingly high, but above normal. Elevated, they would call that. And I'm like, my blood pressure has been getting better. So I'm like, it's time to just do it. It's time to just do it. I'm cutting off like today, I literally had like 3 sips of a Diet Coke. That's it. I'm pretty much trying to be like done with caffeine. Now, there's going to come times as a trucker, I'm going to need some caffeine. But I really try to cut it back. And I went into that restaurant. I was like fully intentions of just having a couple pieces of pizza, drinking some Diet Mountain Dew, and going home like a normal human being. Like I wasn't going to eat like my normal, get a whole pizza for myself. And, you know, like it's crazy. It's crazy. Vert's videos in the house. Thanks for coming in. This Dragon Life channel member. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I seen you hooking up FedEx doubles the other day. Back at it. I haven't had a chance to watch the video. I'm about 50 videos behind right now. I'll just go ahead and let you guys know. If I haven't commented on your stuff, my 2-day vision quest really threw a wrench in my YouTube watching. Yeah. Yeah, I went on a vision quest. That's good ice. Yeah. Whew. It was good in a way. I mean, I ain't gonna deny it. It was a hell of a ride, but man, it was like doing ayahuasca. Like it made me really sick to my stomach, and then I mean, like before I laid down, when I got home, okay, I knew I was in trouble. I knew something was going on. Like I was already starting to see things. Like my vision was already starting to be weird. And I looked into it. Like, if you take on bacteria spores, it can make you sick like that. Like you can have like all kind of craziness. Yeah, ice baby for sure. Cash, those ice machines can have bacteria. I have a friend recovering from leukemia, and his doctor said, do not use ice machines. They are full of bacteria. Yeah, I have learned this past week. Um, for sure, for sure. I did lose 7 pounds this week, though. Apparently, throwing up everything you have in your body is great for I from Monday afternoon until Thursday morning, I ate about a half a pack of saltines and 2 bites of a banana. Great diet, great diet. Um, and I'm sure I'll gain some weight back because rehydrating and whatnot. But yeah, I'm blocking the island boy. uh, was the popcorn stand profitable? Funny thing, it was profitable. I was doing damn good business at the popcorn stand. I was. Thanks for asking, by the way. Um, I was very profitable. I had a good day. The day when I went back to 5th grade was just a good day. I hung out with my boys. We did a little recess. We played some kickball. Like, I'm gonna tell you, other than the losing 2 days of my life as an adult, it was a pretty fun 2 days. I mean, you know, like I thought I was going to die for a little while. Not so fun there, but yeah, overall, bet it's Swift, Gabriel. Yeah, I was thinking that, Gabriel, because Haboonster said he was in Phoenix. Phoenix. So that makes me think probably could be somebody else. We don't know. Um, Swift, not a bad starter company. I mean, let's face it. I would rather you not start with a mega carrier. I would prefer that. It's pretty tough to do, unless you're going to go like, local or something. If you're going to start out OTR, you're kind of going to end up at a mega carrier. Um, just is. Um, Fake Trucking is going down another vacation. Yeah. Yeah, he's taking off Monday, I think it is. Monday, he's going on vacation. Monday. Sorry. I've been out in the frigid cold. Minnesota been no joke the last couple days. Minnesota been no joke. Yeah, let me think about some lyrics. See, I'm thinking about like my prom date song's going to start off by being left by the prom date. You know what I mean? Like when you left me with a deep, deep burn. That's a good country music start, I think. I think that's a good start to country music. Oh, here comes the second half of this is Valox Rogers here. We're gonna start a duet, me and you.
I like it.
You're
I'm
the
in.
Kenny Rogers. You're the Kenny Rogers of this situation.
Well, that's gonna make you Willie Nelson because you're usually the one that's high as a kite. So
Yeah. Be careful with the fountain drinks, kids. Very dangerous. You drink 3 sips of a Diet Mountain Dew. Next thing you know, you're on a 3-day vision quest. Um, I don't know. I don't know.
did you grow your hair out there? I can see you with that long flowing hair like Willie though.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I need that. I need that. The problem is I need hair. If I had it, I'd grow it out. But what have you been up to, man? I know lots of things are changing in your world.
Yep.
Can you divulge everything?
Um, I I can't right now, but
Okay.
I am willing to give some hints. This work is primarily night work. I bought a business. I actually bought a business that I heard a rumor that you actually have experience in, and so I was looking for you to give me some expertise in it, and then you didn't answer your phone, so I went ahead and just pulled the trigger and bought the business anyway, and we'll find
Yeah.
out in due time if I made a huge mistake or if it was a good decision. But I think I think seeing everything that's going on in the world, I think this is a it should be a business that I can make work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should
I
be.
was told a little bit about it, and I went on vacation right around the time you was trying to get a hold of me, and a 1 week turned into a 2 week, and then it just it got out of hand. But anyway, I was trying to channel that fake trucking guy, just like vacation is life, and but no, I was told a little bit about the business. I think it's in one of those industries where, and for you guys that don't know, you got to go over and check out Valox's channel. If you want to know more about this, because I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to lead you on like a prom date right here. Like this is going to be the teaser of your life. I mean, you're going to be so antsy to figure out what he's doing. By the time he lets you have it on prom night, it's over. It's
It's gonna be
over.
such a letdown.
So no, I think it's a good industry to be in. Number one, it's a great industry to be in right now. Anything in that sector, I think you'd be okay. Um, it's gonna be like a challenge though. You know it. That's the key to it. Like, because you're see the beautiful thing about trucking. Here's why I like one truck, one operator, and that being all one person. It's very controllable. You
Mhm.
know, it's all right within my little umbrella. And that's why I don't hire other drivers, and that's why I don't do because managing people is a real job, and
Yeah.
I think that is the challenge you have presented yourself.
Yeah,
But
and I think I like my work history before I got into truck driving. I love truck driving because of that same aspect. But I mean, I was my first job was Burger King, and then I ended up being a manager there. They actually, when I came back from my first year of college, they offered me a promotion without ever having been there. They said, "Hey, you were a good shift lead. Do you want to come back and be a manager?" And I was engaged to my wife, and we were trying to save money for our wedding. And so I was like, "Well, how much does that pay?" And they're like, $24,000 a year. I was like, "Sign me up!" So I was 18 years old and didn't have an education, and went and made $24,000 a year with them. That ended up growing. I actually stayed there until my son was born. Actually, a year after he turned 1, and I was still working there. And I was like, I got to do something else in my life. So anyway, so I went and I started like I sold cars for a little bit. I did carpet cleaning and water and fire damage, and then I worked my way into a management position there where I was managing other people. And then yeah, everywhere I've been, pretty much, I end up managing other people. I was actually a manager at a Jamba Juice for a little while.
nice,
Yeah, that was a period of time. I mean, I was still in my early 20s, so it wasn't that bad. But I was like a father, and so it was
right?
weird to be working at Jamba Juice. But anyway, yeah. So I feel like I have enough. I learned some stuff in managing not only a business with those people, but then managing people and college students. That I was a manager at the first ever Jamba Juice right down the street from Cal Poly, and trying to manage college students who literally care more about going to the party later tonight than they do about working. Like
Oh
the
yeah,
only reason they're working is so that they can have spending money separate from the money that their parents give them, because they want to be able to buy beer without their parents knowing. So literally
right,
they don't care. And if you fire them, they go next door and work at Starbucks, or they go across the street and work at the pita pit, or whatever. They find some way to make money. So anyway, so
right.
trying to motivate those kind of people to like follow corporate standards and stuff, it was a challenge. But yeah, so
That's
I hope I
that's
can do
one of
it.
it's one of the best skills you can have is management. It's so universal. If you can get people to do the things you need them to do, that is a real skill. Like a lot of people don't understand that. I've seen a lot of people, and I had a business that had at one point, we would send out like 7 crews a day, you know, and that's all 7 crews had a leader, and then you had to lead all the leaders. So it's like a dynamic. You got to figure out how to like keep them the top guy, but let them know that you're still above them. Like the higher you got to figure out how to make hierarchy work. I guess is what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
it's a real skill. It is, and they're the good ones get it done, and if you can't, then you're definitely going to get walked over a lot. So I think you can. I think you can do it. When they told me the business, I wasn't too afraid for you. I was like, it's a pretty sound business. Like it's like hauling trash. There's always going to be a need to haul trash, and that's not what the business is. I'm just saying, like, it's a steady, sturdy business.
And it's
And
not too dissimilar from trucking when you've got kind of brokers and different.
yeah,
It's really not that different. I mean, you got
yeah,
something that's not quite the DAT, but close enough to it. It's like it's kind of funny the way it works.
yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad you got all that going. Let me run through a comment or two here real quick. She
Do it.
got tipsy dog. Okay. Oh, Gabriel's team driving with his wife, and yeah, I don't. Good luck. That's all I can say. I have no advice for that. I'm horrible. Come on with it. Says, was there any garlic butter at said popcorn stand? Yes, I'm sure there was. I was more interested in just getting it bagged up and getting it sold. I was all about my popcorn stand. Um, Hi Boonster says I got a date with a hot chick. We'll be back for the replay. Dang, okay. Okay, congratulations. Hey, um, good luck. I don't know. I don't. Not many people come in here and say they got a hot date with a chick. Most people's like, my old lady's riding my ass in here. So can we live vicariously through you, Hi Boonster? Oh man. Fake trucking's in the house. He's driving. Yeah, I bet. Driving to the ice fishing hole probably. Or now here I got a question about that for you, Velox. Are you going ice fishing with these guys?
I am, yeah.
Um, when is this happening? So I'm gonna mark this on my calendar, um, so I can plan on all the hijinks.
I can't disclose the time or location of
Oh,
the
come
said
on.
trip, but yeah, the Californian
Uh,
is going ice fishing. It should be exciting.
okay.
I hope Levi's and Converse will keep me warm enough because that's pretty
Oof.
much all I got. So
Ah.
no, I'm
Uh.
joking.
Um. May I recommend a hat? Yeah, I was doing my pre-trip in Minnesota this morning, and it was -2,
Oof.
and it snowed about 2 foot there last week, so snow just blowing off everything. There's snow drifts 10 foot high. Um, so yeah, I recommend a hat at least. Um, Chicken Hawk says F8. I had 2 fishing trips. Okay, home for the holidays. Yeah, another vacation. Hope F8 buys 2 more trucks. That way, he put an end to his vacations. Yeah, yeah. Little spoiler alert. Y'all guys better go over there and check out what Fake Trucking's fixing to do. He's fixing to do some big things. I keep trying to talk him out of it, but he keeps insisting on doing it. It's going to be one of those things I get to say I told you so. Um, but I do wish him well. He he's got it all. If he wants it, it's there. It's like when you build a successful, profitable business, you want to expand it. I get it. Um, you know,
And I'll be honest, he has some support around him that would help most guys in that situation. Um,
right.
there's a little bit more of a safety net for him than others,
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if
as
if
long as
he
he
was
keeps
just
that safety net.
yes, yeah, I've explained to him multiple times that don't ever get too big for that safety net. Um, just stay right in that safety net. And I thought about it this way: fake trucking uh, typically takes off. I think he's the National Guard, right? He only works 2 weekends a month and 1 week a year or something. Isn't that isn't he part of that? I think. But so if he takes off 1 week every month, think about if he just worked that extra week, he could increase his revenue by 25%. I mean, simple math.
It's only since he started talking to me that he's taken so much time off. Before he met me,
Uh,
he was working. He was working every month through the month. He's like, "Oh,
mhm.
I only go out for like 4 weeks at a time." I was like, "What in the world are you doing?" Yeah, I don't know. I love my family,
uh,
but I'd rather be in the truck. I'm like, "You're crazy."
oh man. And now he'd rather be ice fishing. That's what I hear.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Um,
I switched up his whole game. I turned him out, and now he's like, "I just want to go to Vegas, ice fishing, everything."
yeah, where the hell did that come from? But Haboonster says he's going to Schneider. Okay, going to Schneider. Go in there, get that training. What division are you going in? I will tell you this: if I was starting out in trucking all over again, and I was going to have to go somewhere and do that first year of truck driving with a mega carrier or whatever all over again, I might be tempted to go into a tanker division.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, like, I might. I might be tempted. It'd be tough for me to do it now because I would have to like basically take a year off to go do tanker.
Unless
But
YouTube blows up, then you're doing it. You already said you were
hey,
going to do
yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, catch me at prime orientation Monday morning if you know what I mean. I couldn't get into that lease purchase fast enough. Oh, the graphics I would put on my truck. Oh, you know what I would do? I would literally have them print out a vinyl graphic of my head, and I would have it wrapped around the entire truck. Like my eyes would be the windshield. It would be a $7,000 vinyl graphic, but I would do it. Oh man. My truck, I mean, it would just be one when you saw it, you'd be like, I've seen that truck before. Yeah, there's no confusing that one. I would have a giant graphic of Cher printed on one side and Sonny Bono on the other, just to throw people off.
I was looking for the Teddy Ruxpin graphic. Maybe that can be on the back window.
Yes.
You just always put some not the CB radio, but you put the what do you call it? The loudspeakers on the outside, like when you can flip your radio around, you can put that Conway Twitty on there. I'm telling you.
Nice.
That joke, the Teddy Ruxpin joke, that one got me laughing. I was I forget where I was somewhere like in Wisconsin or something like that. And you said I took that stupid Teddy Ruxpin tape out of there, threw some Conway Twitty in there, had Teddy Ruxpin singing boom boom boom. I was like, oh, that was too much.
Oh, that was for real, dude. Like I remember, like, see, in my family, you gotta understand, like, my grandmother had a picture of Conway Twitty in the living room. She didn't have a picture of me. Not one of her grandkids, maybe one or two of her favorite grandkids. Like, she's straight up favorites. You know what I mean? Like she would tell you, you're not the favorite, you know? And she might have like one or two of the favorites on the living room wall. But there was 3 pictures of Conway Twitty. Like, he was like a god, so there was always a spare Conway Twitty tape laying around, First thing I saw, somebody had a Teddy Ruxpin. I said, hang on a minute. Let me try something here. And yeah, the rest was magic. Islands in the stream. No, she ain't my mama. Okay. We're talking about the great Kenny Rogers song, Islands in the Stream. Gabriel, I team with my wife. I feel your pain, brother. Man, these guys are digging holes. I hope y'all are listening on headphones or something. My God, don't be playing this over the loudspeaker. Remember, you gotta take a 10-hour break at some point. She fixes you a little mashed potatoes, puts a sleeping pill in it, drags you out of the truck at the Flying J, drive off and leave you in the parking lot. Yeah, it could happen. It could happen. We can rely on each other, huh? Yeah. That's right. Truman C says, yeah, when my lady would get mad at me, shouldn't get away from me. So she would go to the sleeper and slam the curtain shut. Yes, I can imagine that. I can only imagine the abuse my truck would take if I was teaming my old lady in this. Like, I don't even want to know about my windows. I mean, like they done be smashed to bits. My old lady's got a thing about glass. When she gets mad, she likes to make sure I have to buy new ones. Hunter P, good evening. What up, Hunter P? Turn with MC and then zip that zipper with authority. Yes, there you go. There you go.
We're far behind. You're still on comments that I typed in.
Yeah, I like reading people's comments when they're here, but yeah, we should catch up a little bit. I thought the Mackinac kid wanted to come in, but I don't see him anywhere. With both feet says, yo, miscreants, what's up? Gary Bates in the house. What up, Gary Bates? Gary Bates says brokers cutting rates on him the other day. He's telling me. Yeah, got deals with these brokers, been working with them on the regular, and now they're not feeling him this year. They're trying to shop them rates. So
wow.
Be prepared, dog. That's I think the first part of 2023 is going to be rough. Like, I'm hoping that something comes into this economy that changes things. But as of right now, the powers that be are perfectly content with, raising interest rates and stalling the economy. Um,
Yep.
it's just where we're at. It's just where we're at. Plan accordingly.
There was a small fleet owner. Well, I don't know, maybe 50 trucks, probably less than 50, like 40 to 50. But he has flatbeds and tanker work, and he's got his hands in a bunch of different pies. And I asked him. He was one of the first bosses I had in trucking, and I said, "Hey, I'm on my own authority now." I saw him at a truck show. And said, "Hey, I'm on my own authority now, and everything's really good, and there's just tons of work everywhere, and the rates are real high." So I've been trying to give brokers and customers a discount on the rate, and just letting them know, like, hey, and when everything comes back down, like, remember me, and make sure that I stay fed. And he looked me dead into my eyes, and he might have been a little tipsy at this truck show, and he goes, "You take every cent you can get from them, because
Uh-huh.
they will not remember you
Yep.
next year." And I was like, all right, I gotta take
Yep.
this guy who's been doing this for 20 years and
Yep.
take his word for it. That yeah.
Yeah, because they don't, dude. They don't. Like, there's people that, you try to do the best job you can for them, and then the second you see who they are, the second rates drop, they move on. They, it's nothing but a bottom line to them. And yeah, Minnesota's really bad for that. It gets very cutthroat, um, especially in reefer up there in about April, when all the protect from freeze goes away. Because you got to think, in Minnesota, like I said, I started my pre-trip this morning, -2 degrees, 3 foot of snow on the ground. It's a rough way of life. I got a Russian buddy of mine tell me one time, I was like, I think the code keeps the bullshit away, don't it? And he says, yeah, we got a saying in Russia. He said it, and he said, basically, that's what it means. Like, when it gets cold enough, people stop bullshitting. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of figured y'all would have that figured out. But
Yeah.
it, I get up this morning, 2 -2 degrees, a lot of protect from freeze loads. You don't think about it. I think of some of the protect from freeze loads I've hauled in the last 4 or 5 years living in Minnesota. Things you wouldn't think about. Shampoo, got to be protect from freeze. If not, it's going to show up busted bottles, frozen, hard as a rock. Of course, soda, beer, wine. You know what I mean? Like, it's all got to be protect from freeze. So in Minnesota, come about April, oh, you want to watch some people go cutthroat when all the protect from freeze goes away and all the dry vans start coming in. Oh, dude, you go from $3.50, $4 a mile down to $2.50 a mile overnight, and it's like, you better have some meat contracts, or something that's going to sustain you through the summer, because they will cut your throat. They don't care. Like, what's the big one up there? Dart Transport. You know, massive. And Swift's got a huge. I mean, all the mega carriers got a yard up there. They come in and just. It's like, about April, you can see the transition. That Swift yard in down in Cottage Grove, or wherever the hell that's at. That thing will go from being kind of bare, and then, man, it just blows up. So,
Move
um,
all their equipment in.
yeah, yeah, they get it ready for summer, and then I guess they move it out somewhere else during the winter. I don't know. It seems like the ebb and flow of it. Of course, Swift's got that big Costco contract up. I think that's nationwide. I see them everywhere, but you know, I can't even imagine what one of those deals is worth. Um, they opened up that new Costco up there in Owatonna, Minnesota, and I was the company I worked for. We were hauling freight into there like before it even opened. We were like staging, like certain food, like frozen foods in there. And I swear to God, I went in there and then dropped a load. Came back about 5 days later, and I bet Swift already had 200 trailers on the lot. In 5 days, 200, at least 200 trailers. It was unbelievable. I was like, what, did they just deadhead them all the way back out somewhere? Because, like, how are they getting loads out of here? Like there's no like Owatonna's not that big of a city. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of weird, man, but they make it work.
Must
They
be
make it
making a
work.
pretty penny on the way in.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I can only imagine what a contract like that's worth. Joe Little says $5. Here you go. Thank you, sir. Says, is that a M1903 Springfield up on the wall over Velox? He would tell you, but he'd have to kill you. He got that weapon when he was discharged from the CIA. He did 15 years in the FBI, and they graduated him up to the CIA. And none of this is true. If you believe me, I'll just go ahead and tell you it's not true. But I
They
like
already
it.
know I worked at Jamba Juice. I wasn't CIA, man.
Hey, that's where it goes, man. It's Burger King, Jamba Juice, FBI. I've seen it 100 times.
Yep. That's the career path right there.
Uh-huh.
It's a
Yeah.
German Mauser, is what I was told from World War II. So my great uncle, my dad's uncle, just passed away, and he was a huge World War II aficionado, historian / gun collector. So that one there has no family significance. He got it at some point. He just picked it up, and he just likes collecting cool stuff. And I can't tell you all the stuff he has because I don't think all of the family wants all of that out there. But he had a little bit of an armory going on down there in San Diego, California,
Nice.
for a while. And yeah, he my brother actually went and interviewed him because he knew all about my great grandfather, his dad. And I think he may have he may he was a little like socially awkward and stuff, so he may have been on like the autism spectrum. And so he just was so smart about World War II, and particularly like the certain like um uh what were they called, the tank brigade. But my great grandfather was a scout for a tank brigade, and so he was going, in Japan, like into enemy territory, scouting out the route that the tanks would take. And he was involved in
Wow.
a couple major battles and stuff like that. And so my great uncle was retelling these stories, like 8 hours of just retelling all these stories of World War II of my great grandfather. And so my brother recorded 8 hours worth of audio and just like has that, and he's gonna chop it up and cut it
Yeah.
up into something cool at some point. And I don't know. I told him just send me the raw files, but they're too big to send. I don't know. He's gonna have to
Yeah.
host them somewhere online so I can listen to them. But yeah, that's where that gun came from, though. He just passed away recently, not too long after my father did. So we're uh
Wow.
we're we're taking hits over here in the family. But that one's that's a cool gun, but it belongs up there on the wall and not in someone's hands because it's 70 years old or 80 years old or
Right.
however old it is.
Shout out to your brother for having the foresight to do that, man. Like a lot of my family like passed away when I was like a kid, and man, I like that's a lot of the YouTube. I leave a lot of stuff on YouTube. It's like, yeah, it's there if they ever want to go back and watch it. Like
Yeah.
I never knew like my great grandparents, but like 100 years from now, this is there if my great grandkids want to watch it.
Yep, for
They want
posterity, man.
they want to hear me tell trucker jokes and write filthy prom date country music.
I
Hey,
bet. I my great grandpa, my first impression of him when I was a kid, he was deaf from the tanks shooting right next to him while he's up there. And
wow.
so he's mostly deaf in both of his ears, but especially in one ear. And so I just remember like being like, "Hi, great grandpa," like having to yell at him. And
Yeah.
I remember one time he walked in and he goes, "Oh, who's playing?" It was a Thanksgiving. And I said, "Oh," I said, "Cowboys and Steelers." And then we sit there and we watch an entire play happen. And then he sits down and he's sitting there and he looks over at all of us and he goes, "Oh, it's the Cowboys and Steelers." And we're like, "Grandpa, turn the hearing aid up. We already told you that. We
Right.
told you that." Anyway, so yeah, to have so we didn't get to hear his stories, and he didn't like to talk about it like with the whole family or anything like that. It wasn't like he
Right.
sat around and told World War II stories at Thanksgiving. So my great uncle kind of, because he was like however he stayed with his parents, through his whole life pretty much. So he had lots of conversations with his dad about where he went, what he did, and picked and chose the right times to get all that information from him. And then he just filed it in his brain. He didn't have anything written down, and he just could
Wow.
recite entire like, I don't know. He was a historian, truly a historian
Right.
of World War II. So especially the
Parent,
Pacific.
parents have a way of telling you a story more than once too, so they kind of
Yeah.
they make sure they get it in there. They make sure they get it in. Uh, David says ex Jamba Juice employee shout out. There you go.
Hey, Jamba Jamba. There
Got
you
the
go.
fella Jambas in here. Um, let's see here. TBT's in the house. What up, TBT? Hope all is going well. John says, "What's up, people? How's everybody doing tonight? I'm right here in Tulare. How do I say that?
To Larry.
Tulare, California, Highway 99, trying to get to I-5 northbound. By an accident, things are a little slow. Oh, I can imagine.
Man.
Always slow on I-5 to me.
No,
I never picked the right times.
yeah, it's I-5 moves good in between like the Grapevine and Sacramento, like, or Stockton maybe. It runs really good. But but he but if there's an accident on 99, because they kind of run up the valley together, then a lot of people are going to be cutting over, and then it gets to be, because it's just a 4-lane highway. It's not a 6-lane or 8-lane. It's not made for the amount of people to be sent that way. Yeah, it'll be bad, especially on a Friday.
Yeah, all that's foreign to me. I just have not spent a lot of time in like basically anything north of LA. When I went north of LA, I just started working my way back east. Stat Willis. Alfalfa in here says, "Hey y'all, just got off I-84 Wyoming. What a mess at mile marker 284 both directions. Yeah, not a good time of year to go to Wyoming. That's for sure. He's hooked. Yeah, could be.
That's a pH, bro. That's pH.
Henry Bob says, yeah, boy, love you too, bros. Thank you very much, Henry Bob. Everybody go check out Velox. If you don't know Velox, he's up and coming. He's he's got one of the fastest growing YouTube channels around, and you should go check him out because big changes are coming. Big. I mean, I don't want to like overdo, but I'm just saying, like, if you're not a subscriber, he's probably not going to remember you because he's probably fixing to blow up. Now, you do have like a lot of camera situations to like make this new business a YouTube thing, right?
That's the goal. I mean, it's not like the goal, but yeah, if I'm gonna do YouTube, I think I should do it well,
Yeah.
and maybe do like less videos, but better videos. But yeah, we're still in the process. I'm still learning what I'm doing with the dang thing, so I'm not quite ready to record anything yet. I'd rather not make it easy for insurance companies to sue me for the damage on their vehicles if I have a bunch of video recordings of it. But
right. Well, I think it's always good. Number one, like to have your fixed cameras. Obviously you did a lot of that with the trucking stuff, but you get to be more like, and also, I mean, it covers you a little bit too to have, like, see, I went all out on GoPro at one point. I spent a small fortune on, I got a baseball hat with a GoPro mount on it. I got the body camera, the chest mount, I mean, you know what I mean? I even got
yep.
the triple X GoPro mounts, that mount like way down here, like, um, for the weird angles in your life. But I mean, the grandkids will be so proud of me. But yeah, I went all out with it, but I put no effort into it. Like, I know there's guys, like I see guys walking into the truck stop sometimes and they'll have like the chest mount on, or they'll be carrying a selfie stick with the GoPro on it. And I'm like, I should be doing that. Like that's a video right there, like, look, the Kit Kat selection's a little low today, like people love just anything sometimes. Like you just never know what's going to, how YouTube is. You make a video with all this effort and thought and just you lay it all out there, then you spend 3 days editing it and it gets 400 views. And then, you post a video of, look, I drove through, a mud puddle and it's like 50,000 views for first
Yeah.
day. Like, so I don't know. I got to start filming more mud puddles or something.
Yep.
But I did that one time. I like filmed like me driving through some snow, and it was like, it blew up. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Or like me bumping the idle up on my truck. That's the most views I ever got on a video. I think it's almost at 1 million views now. It's just me bumping the idle up on the truck.
But
700.
those are shorts, right? Because shorts tend to
Yeah,
get,
that was a short. Yeah.
but I've heard shorts are driving subscribers, which they didn't used to, but now I hear they are. I heard from someone who was in the chat earlier, who you invited in and didn't show up, that he had quite a bump in his subscribers just from a couple of shorts that have done pretty well. He saw an accident on the road one day, and then it was something about snow on another one, and
Yeah. Yeah, I had to call him and remind him, don't hold your phone and record. That's a them big billboards they put up all along the interstate with the hammer guy on them. They're just waiting on you to be doing stuff like that. But yeah, I know who you're talking about. He loves to call me and tell me his short videos are doing great, and I'm happy for him. To me, they're kind of robbing us as OTR truck drivers on the hours we can work. Like, I'm not out here on the road to work 8 hours a day. I need 10, 12. I would prefer like a 12-hour work day for a trucker. I want to make my money and go home. Like if I could go East Coast and back in 4 days, I mean, I'm pretty sure statute of limitations is up on it, but I used to go from Middle Tennessee to Laredo and back in like, 38 to 40 hours. And, take a couple of days off when I got home, let things kind of work themselves out. And, I never
that's where
hurt
the
nobody.
that's where the second logbook, comes into play, so that you can keep running. That's
logs. I ain't hauling logs. Honestly, dude, I would just get home and make it all up after the fact. Like, the hell with what it was at the time. Like, I would be that guy you would see pulled over 1 mile from the scale house on his steering wheel going, just making shit up.
No, that my father-in-law would always keep. He was teaching me how to drive, and we were doing like 18-hour days. And then right at the end of the day, we'd always have to go across a couple scales, 1 or 2, depending on which route we took. Right there in California, and yeah, he had one logbook for the beginning of the day, and then he tucked that one under the seat and pulled out the second logbook at the start of the day. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, the guy that trained me on how to do logs, he made sure, he says, here's what you got to do. As soon as you tear that one out that you started at the beginning of the day, you got to make it like put it in a soda bottle and shake it up, or like get out of the truck and set it on fire. Don't ever leave it in the truck. And I was like, nice. This is proper training. These are the things I should know.
He needed that one though to stay there, because he wanted to start, like within like 6 or 7 hours of the
right.
So it was just like that last 3 hours of the first day that he'd pull out a second book.
Oh, yeah.
And,
You'd
that
have
way
to
when we went across.
them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, this was when you did real bad stuff and you had to tear one completely out, which is obvious as hell. That's why you always get the loose leaf, right? You don't ever carry the actual book. Is that, they can tell when you've tore them out, Hell, I used to have them where it'd be like, I get January's logbook, and by the end of the month, it'd have 9 days in it, and I'd have to start a second logbook for January. It was like, yeah, maybe I should start using loose leaf. But yeah, I don't know. I think we kind of get ripped off as truck drivers on that a little bit. So having a YouTube channel is a nice, kind of fill in, I think. Um, but back to the YouTube Shorts things. Let me bite the hand that feeds me with YouTube real quick here, because they don't feed me enough. You know what I mean? They're feeding me like begging strips. So you know, if you did, here's the thing. I got over, I think I'm at 1,100 videos on YouTube now. If you factored up the money I made, I'm like, third world child labor rates, you know. But
Yep.
here's the, I think they're cannibalizing themselves with these shorts, but I think they kind of got to, because TikTok is taking over.
Yep.
I think that's what it is. There's no money in the shorts. Like, um, I did a short video that got 100,000 views in one day, and I made $3 off of that video. Like, you know, if that was a full length video, I would have been like $100. But no,
Yep.
it was $3. So, but I think they kind of got to play that game, because TikTok is a beast. Like, these kids love the TikTok, and I think we'll start to see a little flip back from that, because, um, you know, I have the TikTok now, and I started putting some videos over there. I don't know if I'll keep putting videos over there, but I have been watching it a little bit just to see what people watch. Number one, it's 85% twerking videos. So, uh, I mean, I watch my numbers drop right now. My numbers are going down. People running over there to watch the twerking. But the thing of it is TikTok, they kind of did the Amazon thing. They didn't do any ads, and they didn't try to make money until they got everybody in, and now they're trying to make money. And that's going to push people away, because they're going to be, you know how these kids are. They want everything for free. How dare you make us watch an ad for an app that we don't pay for? It's like, well, somebody's got to make some money somewhere, you know? Um,
Yep.
but that's my thought on all that. This is that a Cincinnati hoodie, and question mark who day?
Who Dey? Yes, it is.
Who day? What is who day? What does that mean?
Who they think gonna beat them Bengals?
Oh,
Nobody. It's their little
okay.
chant.
I got you. It's like Minnesota does that tobacco chant. Skol,
Yeah.
skol.
What's
Yeah.
up with that one? I don't know. Weird.
They're sponsored by the U.S. Tobacco Corporation. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. Um, Pioneer Spirits in the house. What up, Pioneer Spirit? How's living in Tennessee going? Um, with you, Velox. How you liking Tennessee as a culture shock?
No, it's I mean, I think the main difference is that we've always lived in town and now we live in the country. And so that's really the culture shock for us, is just it would be the same thing if we bought land out in California and we moved 20 minutes out of town. It's just
Right.
that's the adjustment, is a lot more driving into town. We do a lot more Dollar General runs than we do Walmart
Yeah.
runs.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's new. We used to have a Starbucks around the corner from the house, and now we got a Dollar General. So it's whatever you can find at the Dollar General, and hopefully they've got what you need, because uh, you know if the truck is running late, the shelves are empty, because not a
Yeah,
lot
I know how
there.
them
So
little, Dollar Generals are out there. Yeah, if Werner's running late, you screwed.
yeah.
Screwed.
So,
Um,
but as a whole, I think, and that's one of the reasons why we wanted to move here, is I think we already kind of fit in with the culture here. Um, I'll be honest, the people out here in the county we live in, like some of them, they've lived here their whole lives, and I don't think they've even been outside the county lines very much, because
no.
they talk with such a deep accent. It is very difficult to understand them.
Uh-huh.
And so that part, sometimes I'm like, man, like I went up to Smithville to a or a nursery to get a load in the reefer, a nursery load, and there was all these Mexicans, and they could barely speak English, but I understood them so much better being from California than I could,
Right.
the white people down the street and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I had to say what a lot less when I was speaking to the Mexicans out there working the fields than I did when I was talking with my neighbor. I'm like, wait, what? Huh? What'd you say? Come again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that accent, especially out there where you're at, like, 'cause it gets pretty rural out in that area.
Yeah.
So yeah, some of them guys back in them hills, man, they've been back there forever. Like they take it a sense of pride. Like they'll tell you, I ain't been to town in 10 years, and I'm like, okay, okay, not trying to force you to go to town, just John's in the house says Conway Twitty is one of the kings of country. Man, he had the hair. Yeah, I would love to have a Conway Twitty wig for this YouTube program, but I looked into that and it was very expensive. I'll have to research that again. But the last time I looked up a Conway Twitty wig was like $1,000, I think. Like to get a real authentic Conway Twitty Afro wig. Oof. Um, Red Savoine brings a tear to my okay. Not sure what that is. My mom loved her some Conway Twitty.
Is that a Conway
Okay.
Twitty song?
It may be red Savoy. I don't know. It's been
I'd
so
have to
long.
look it up.
It's one of those things. I heard so much Conway Twitty growing up. I kind of blocked it out for like 25 years. So it's like if I heard the song, I could probably sing every lyric to it just out of like deep memories. But yeah. Sky said, had a great 2-week strike, gave my 4 grandkids bagpipes for Christmas. They sounded god awful. Yeah, it's that's one way to make friends. Here you go, kids. Here's some bagpipes. Your parents will never resent me for this one.
But did you give them kilts? That's what I
Yeah,
got to know. You got to get
that
the
would
kilts to match.
that would be a good idea. Bring it all together. Melvin says Dart losing drivers, company too cheap, don't want to pay the drivers. Yeah, I've heard that Dart can be cheap with things. I've heard this. A lot of tractors just parked in their yards, no drivers. Wow. I went by their yard in Egan a couple months ago. Jessica Jenkins, the very beautiful Jessica Jenkins in the house. Um,
That that is Mrs. Velox for those of you who are
uh,
wondering. Yeah.
yeah, that's why that's that's why she's in here all over Velox. She's not just a groupie. Charles says, what would a Freightliner mid-roof truck 2018, 500,000 miles be worth? In today's market, I mean, that's probably $120,000 truck. I mean, I don't, they're crazy. Like, it's just crazy right now. I put, not Velox, hell, Velox right here. I put Fade onto some trucks the other day I'd found, and he was looking at those down in Georgia, and they're not a bad deal, but still overpriced. I think maybe the second quarter at least. I was saying, after the beginning of the year, and they are coming down, but let's face it, they got a long way to go. Long way to go. Reefer 77 saying hi to Jessica. Was it only in North Carolina where we went from single-digit temps last couple of weeks to the 70s this week? Went from hauling propane to liquid asphalt overnight. A lot of places did that. Somebody was telling me, I seen a YouTube trucker talking about that. He was like, one week at his house, it was like 5 degrees, and the next week it was like 70. So yeah.
Yep. Tennessee was
Yeah.
like that. Yep.
Yeah. Minnesota, it was miserable both weeks. So we went from negative 20 up to above 20. So, huge, huge difference.
You busted out the jean shorts and Crocs
Uh-huh.
for that weather.
Yeah. See, the difference is most people buy jean shorts. I do not. I cut off jeans to make shorts.
That's where it's at.
It's custom. You know, no basic over here. Um, but I think I'm gonna wrap this up, Velox. If you ain't got nothing else to say, I much appreciate you coming in and entertaining us and getting us all worked up over your new business venture. People got to go check you out. 87 in the house. Everybody go over there to Velox. Do me a favor. If you go and click on a Velox video, be sure to leave, let's see what kind of emoji we should leave for Velox. Leave a bangle. Yeah, leave a bangle tiger. A bangle tiger. Leave him some bangle tigers and some thumbs up. And look at this. Look at this. Right as I'm wrapping up. Here comes Mr. Vacay himself.
That's right. How we doing?
All right, reel it in, everybody. Fate's here. Knock it off. Come on with it. Says Minnesota Vikings used to cheer Skol. Yeah, I believe they are sponsored by the U.S. Tobacco, right? Fate.
I don't think they have that inked in pen by any means.
Oh, okay. What are you doing over there? I see you got on your Mac hoodie. I'm assuming you have not bought an international LT yet.
Why are you giving away secrets?
I'm not.
You are.
Oh, is that what you're going to buy?
Didn't I talk to you today?
We don't have to give it away.
He said so you haven't bought. So he wasn't giving anything away.
I haven't bought any. I have not bought anything today, except that's not true. I ordered some ice fishing stuff that I'm picking up tomorrow.
And I was on the phone with you earlier when you were in the Quick Trip buying pouches.
Yeah. These.
Yeah.
Right here.
Skol! Go Vikings!
Yeah. No, I've just been listening and hearing I'm getting some crap for taking vacation again. So get this. I just got back from Vegas. I worked 3 weeks, go on a week vacation. I'm going to come back, work, I think 6 weeks. And then I got another ice fishing trip planned. Winter's when I take my vacations. And then March, the fam, we're all going wherever we're going, Florida or Texas.
Okay. Well, that's Fate's itinerary, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. That's what they tune in for your itinerary, Fate. Thanks for dropping that on them. Who else going on this trip with you guys? First of all, I need to make a list because these people are going to be on a very, very short list after this. I'm going to make sure the CDC knows about this. I'm going to make sure.
There's some things you're talking about that haven't been released yet. Maybe now's the time I release it. What do you think, Velox?
Yeah.
Is now the time to release it?
I don't think anyone cares. So I don't think it's going to be a big deal.
Well, no. So it's a big deal for me being from Minnesota. The fact that I got you, who's from California, now lives in Tennessee. The Mackinac Bridge kid from Georgia. You guys are coming to Minnesota in February and going on an ice fishing trip with us. Well, hopefully you can make it. I understand if plans have to change with people buying businesses and making big moves. But yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
I'm bringing the guys from the South and warm California to the frigid cold weather of northern Minnesota. Don't you know?
Okay.
And I played hockey.
Okay. And the CDC knows about this trip.
No.
The proper authorities have been warned. And do you have to have any kind of vaccination to go ice fishing?
No vaccination needed. Just make sure you got 2 holes to look down into and have fun.
I'm sorry, Velox. I'm trying anything I can to get you out of this. Now, let's see. Do you have to be registered to fish in Minnesota?
They will need Minnesota fishing licenses. Yes, they'll need.
Oh,
Can't
that's
get it.
Can't
Can't
go.
get it. They're on back order. I just Googled it. Oh, man. Is there any concern that the Mackinac kid may try to build a bridge and go over the ice fishing hole?
I think. How do I say this? Out of everybody that's planning on coming, he's the one I think is going to be like the most. I don't know the right term. Yeah, I worry about him.
Are you afraid he will?
To be honest, I do.
Are you afraid he will end up in Canada or the Upper Peninsula of Michigan? Because he has a thing about a bridge up there. I'm just saying.
One of the two. Yeah. Because here's the thing. I love that dude, but he's so excited that he starts talking like he's talking about sitting outside at a bonfire. Bro, it's -40. Like, we're not going to be sitting outside by a bonfire, you know? Like, it might not be that cold, but it's going to be cold that you're not going to want to be outside, you know?
Do you build the bonfire on the lake?
We could do that. We can do that. Yeah. The ice is, I mean, it's 2 feet thick.
Yeah. Because fire doesn't melt
only
ice.
2 feet? Only 2 feet deep? Thick? I don't know. I think I might need a little more support than that.
Oh, it's more than that. I don't even know how deep. I'll find out. I'm going up there on Monday.
I was just up there the other day, and yeah, they tell me that ice is not 2 feet thick right now.
Oh, sure. Lake of the Woods is going to be thick.
So if you don't feel safe with that, Velox, we would understand. You know, it's we totally understand.
Hey, you know what? If everybody backs out, I have a cabin to myself that I can go fish at. So.
Okay. I don't think everybody will back out. I think the smart ones might, but
we already had one person back out, and he was the biggest YouTuber going. So just saying.
Have you tried to get the Asian Mai as a replacement?
Oh, that's a great idea. That is a great idea.
Just saying, might be worth a text.
That's a great idea. What if he drives his Corvette up?
Hey, it was dry roads all the way up until you get to about Minneapolis. Then it was not so dry roads.
And then we could do a little ice road truckers where he idles the Corvette, standing outside the door with the door open, listening to the ice while he drives it. I'm telling you, we could do something.
No, it should be fun. Why don't you come with, Cash? How about you come?
I'd have a tough time coming with 3 other dudes in a cabin.
Why don't you come ice fishing with us? I already.
Ice fishing. Yeah, ice fishing. Right.
I already tried getting DIY to commit to come ice fishing, but I can't leave my business. My business is so important. Nah, he can't.
But he's kind of got a lot going on. I give him that.
Oh, you don't. Yeah.
Somebody's got to work around there, right? I think that's what he told me. Somebody's got to work around here.
Someone's gonna have to take some loads if Fate's not going.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna be.
I'm not the only driver.
Nah, that's what I hear.
What?
Well, we know that.
You're the only driver.
Otherwise, DIY would have gone broke already because no one would be hauling loads if since you're not hauling any loads.
My head's not that big. National.
You know, I would call you National Guard trucking, right, Fate?
No, what now?
Because you work 2 weekends. You work 2 weekends a month and 1 week a year.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That one's for you. But I think I'm finna hop off here, guys. I appreciate you coming in, Velox. Fate, always appreciate you. Are you going live on your channel, Fate?
I gotta get back driving.
Oh, okay.
I pulled over real quick. I parked as soon as you said you were gonna get off the first time, and I just wanted to jump in here real quick and say hello.
Okay.
So
okay, well, I think we officially are out of here this time.
But he don't call me anymore, so this is my way of communicating with Nick. You know.
I'm just still waiting for you to call me back because the last time you hung up with me, you said, "I'll call you back." I don't know. Never got that call.
That's Fate all day. I can only imagine every girlfriend he ever had still sitting by the phone waiting on that call back. Every time he hangs up, he says, "I'll call you right back."
I'm so bad, I know.
Ghosted
all right.
him.
You guys have a good night. Take it easy,
All
Cash.
Right, later.
Nick, later.
See, if you just did that when you needed to hang up the phone, no one would give you crap. But instead, you say, "I'll call you back." If you don't intend to call someone back, just say, "Hey, man, I got to run."
Right.
Done.
He hit me with that today. He hit me. I'll call you right back. I was like, okay. So I was like sitting there waiting to make a phone call, and I was like, well, screw him. I got to make his phone call. Like, he's not calling me back. Yeah, I still ain't heard back from him. That was 5 hours ago. But all right, we out of here, Velox. Thank you very much for coming by. Like I said, we appreciate you. We appreciate catching up with you. We can't wait to see what the future holds. So keep us up to date. Don't go too long between videos. You know, if nothing else, just pop in and say, here's my driveway or something. You know how people love, updates on everything.
Oh yeah.
So,
I sat by my creek on the last update, so that was the excitement of that video. That was fun.
Is that your property where that creek is?
Well, it's right behind my property, and my neighbor that owns that, he's like, "Yeah, you can use it anytime. It's right." They just got like a little easement between me and the creek, which keeps me out of needing flood insurance, so that's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's a nice area. I was like, that's a cool little chill spot right there.
Yeah.
Go over there and collect my thoughts,
It's what I was doing over there.
Yeah. All right, man. We appreciate it. You have a good night. Tell the family we said hi.
I will. See ya.